if you don't see 5 corner routes a game on 15-minute quarters in the NFL, then I don't want to see it in my game. I want to have the options to be able to shut it down. You know, I don't want to see guys running 4 verts over and over, or nickel blitz 2 over and over. I don't want to see anything that's not representative of real life. If it can't happen in the NFL, I don't want to see it in the game. You know, from a CFM perspective, I also want roster building, you know, to mimic real life. I want to have to make decisions. I want players that don't necessarily like playing in my scheme, don't like playing in my city, don't like my coach, whatever, and maybe they don't want to resign with me, and other people.
Yeah, that's where you can ask for that.
Your scheme or your success or whatever, and I want to come play with you and give me a discount. You know, that kind of thing. I want to have a, you know, schemes matter. I don't want to just be able to put any player in the league in my system and then be effective. You know, I want there to be some kind of learning curve there and penalties.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good division rivalry coming up here in the AFC, and these two teams have met once already, so they are more than familiar with one another's tendencies, and maybe more importantly, their weaknesses. It's the Chiefs going up against the Chargers. Set for the call of this Week 15 matchup, here are Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, we are a little less than 10 miles inland from the blue waters of the Pacific Ocean as we bring you from lovely San Diego, California. Tonight, we put a bow on Week 15 with a good Monday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Diego Chargers. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
They're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
This is Melvin Gordon, and nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well, but I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, second to last in the entire NFL. On play action, they'll throw. His throw incomplete. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Defense showing blitz. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And a first carry of the game here for Trey Mason. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent
There's
blocking.
Little glitches, you know,
the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Certain routes and certain things that will like get you open, you know, and you can't do that. You know?
They'll run again with Mason. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Back to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The intended receiver was Trey Mason. And it's second down.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Well, it's a night game, a lot of energy in this building, but the visiting team here, they get the ball on the opening drive, and they find a way to at least produce 3.
And things are just getting started, so you can't say that they've taken the momentum totally, but a good start towards seizing it in this game.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
He's a smart man, though, man. He's a tricky
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Yeah, it's tough. Dude, this is a computer. This is my first. This is like
they go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
But I'm doing shit, dude. I'm only 3 and 10.
I think we need to come up with a different name for this position. We keep calling it the fullback position. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback, but we know this. Whoever's coming out of that spot is usually bigger and stronger, and they may not run away from people, but they'll run through them.
Yeah, able to shed tacklers. We saw it right there. They'll look to throw. And got his tight end, Duarte. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
It's because you gotta guess. It's a guessing game. It's a lot like a guessing game. You gotta guess what your opponent's gonna do by the way they're
escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Devon Kennard in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Say they have,
and plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they usually have a tight formation when they're going to run. So you have the option to say, okay, we're going to run, so the defense is going to get tight too, so we don't have to worry about it, so we can stop them. Everyone's messed up, yeah. And we get mismatch and everything. When you get done, it's a game that you got to think about countering each move. You got to be a step ahead of somebody.
He'll look to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Joe Hayden is a complete cornerback. He tackles, he covers, and does everything with incredible speed.
Third down now following the completed pass. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep for Kansas City, DeAnthony Thomas. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And the first snaps today forthcoming for a relative young buck in the league. Still some stuff to prove.
Brandon, this is a guy who showed a lot of talent early, flashed a lot of potential. Now everyone's waiting for the leap. Where is he going to make his biggest gains, and how will his team benefit from those?
The drive begins with Mason, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. They'll drop the throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. And we'll take a look quickly at the San Diego defense.
Jason Verrett may not have ideal size as a cornerback, but no one plays the ball better in the air than the guy I call Mighty Mouse.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
They come up in an offset eye. On the ground again, it's Mason. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. Back deep to return it is Lucky Whitehead.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
This is taken at about the 14. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? Three-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
2nd down now after the pass completion. Here's Gordon. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
3 yards left to grab here on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he locates Wheaton, complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there, and that brings up 4th down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You drop an 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. On the screen, this is Mason. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. It was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time, and it's 3rd and short.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion. I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. But he's got it to Hurns. 8 yards there on a first down.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Chiefs a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Over the middle, the connection to Hurns. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
And they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Trey Mason with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now San Diego getting set to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Really tough drive, but that run help salvage something there, because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense. Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
That's a good...
To start the drive, DeMason fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21 and brought down there by a pair of Chargers on the stop.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on play. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's brought down after a good gain. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to San Diego after this timeout. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw again. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Jacob Shum now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The Chiefs defense, they get set and ready to do battle again. They did their job last goal. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to go deep for Conley. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it's knocked away and incomplete. D'Anthony Thomas, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Mason. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. The Chiefs defense getting ready to roll. And they've got the lead. Last time they surrendered the field goal. We'll see what they do this go around.
And giving up 3 is never ideal because any defense wants to pitch a shutout. But that's not a bad thing in most situations. You only give up field goals, your team has a chance to win.
Yeah, they still, as I said, they've got the lead here. We'll see if they can get a stop and hold them to 0 points this time. Given 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
He'll drop to throw. Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James. And with this drop-off from last week, you know, a guy of his caliber, he doesn't take this very well, does he?
No, not at all. And right now it's a matter of who wants to even be around him at this point and who can be around him maybe to help him settle down or just to listen to him a little bit and let him vent so he can get it out of his system. It's just such a stark difference from what we saw last week.
Yeah.
You've mentioned many times before how impressed you are with his footwork, his decision-making, his reads. For me, his overall athleticism last week, escaping the pocket and creating big plays. We're not seeing that so far.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd down following the run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Gordon. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
2nd down, just 1 yard to go. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run the option left. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within 4. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is fielded at the goal line.
So many times during the course of a game, Brandon, the special teams actually helps out their offense. Not in this case. They did them 0 favors with that return.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
But both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
Corey Liggett makes the stop. They'll look to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back.
Yeah.
He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll run here with Mason. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They're going to look to throw. And Conley's got it over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So not the same performance here that we saw a week ago. I mean, after the game, we were talking about it. He was hitting on all cylinders. That's just not the case here.
I know, usually on the ride to the airport, we're talking about so many other things, but we were so locked into how well he had played. Sharp throwing the football, made the right decisions on when to run, when not to run.
And you notice his footwork was really good.
Footwork was on point. I thought his ability to manage the game as well, get him into better plays. I thought he was really...
And we're back now in Mission Valley and San Diego. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. 3rd down and 5. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 4th down.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Here now a look at Melvin Gordon. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Jay Howard, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Single, slap. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Hurry up, hit him. Watch it now, Barney.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And got his tight end, Duarte. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So now at 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got time, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Returnable for Thomas. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays, really hurts the team on defense.
Delay of game, offense.
Play action, they'll throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. And they'll leave the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Play clock winding down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw is incomplete.
Pass interference, defense.
So pass interference on the defense. And Charles, this is a penalty we see all the time.
The offenses know what they're doing. They know how to create great matchups. And defenders, if you're not there in time, they will throw the flag.
They come up in an offset eye. Now they run. It's Mason. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And the evidence shows last week's game, it's really leaked into a second game now, Charles. What do you think of this?
And it's a surprise, isn't it? Because when we spent time watching them practice, talking with the coaches, they felt like a bounce back was going to happen this week. They were very confident in the game plan, thought the defenses they would see would present great opportunities for big-time runs. We're not getting that so far. I don't know if it's the game plan or if they're just being overwhelmed by the defense they're facing.
Delay of game, offense. Still second down.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Let's see. The defense might bring some added pressure as the offense is dealing with a third and long.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And able to find Conley. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
That's caught. It's Thomas. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it third and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. They run it with Mason. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
Oh, he shifts past him. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now San Diego getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. They'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
So much of his game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
He's back to throw. And the third down pass falls incomplete. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job.
And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They come up in an offset eye. Mason. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Out of the gun now on third down. And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. Fourth down now. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. Back to throw. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. 3rd down and 4. He'll look to throw. Finding time. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. And out come the Chiefs now. They have the lead. Still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now. Just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off. And, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things.